science lectures 256. Please consider subscribing, like our videos, comment in the comment section, and follow us on our social media platforms like Twitter and WhatsApp. So today we are still continuing with our classes of ecology, and currently today we are going to look at biomes. We saw the introduction to ecology, the ecosystem, the nature of ecosystems, and the rest of other things. If you didn't watch the videos, please search out for those videos. Then today we want to look at biomes specifically, and we want to define what biomes are, the different classifications of biomes, and the rest. So I think let's start off with our discussion of biomes. So what is a biome? Someone can ask a simple question or a hard one, that what are biomes? So a biome is simply defined as, there are those areas, areas which are characterized, with similar, of course on planet Earth, with similar climate, number one, then plants, and finally, and animals. So biomes are areas on Earth which are characterized with similarity in the climate, the plants, and animals. So that means in biome A and biome B, if these are really the same biomes, we'll find there similar climates, similar plants, and similar animals. However, someone can also define biomes as biotic zones. But biotic zones characterized with distinctiveness. We can call it this distinctiveness in life forms of the most important climax species, So we are looking at a biome as those specific areas which are characterized with similar plants, and animals. And biomes are characterized also, they are biotic zones that are characterized with distinctiveness in life forms. So they show some distinctiveness in the life forms that are there. However, we've seen that we have climate, similar plants, and animals. We need to know that in these biomes, the plants and animals within the biomes, the different biomes, are well adapted to living in those biomes. So they are well adapted, they are suited to living in those biomes, different biomes. So those animals can survive and survive well in the different biomes in which they live. So organisms there are well adapted, and organisms there and plants have similar characteristics. What are these biomes? How are they classified? So we want to look at the classifications of biomes. So different classification of biomes. And we have 4 basic classes of biomes. Number 1, we have what we refer to as terrestrial biomes. Then number 2, we have aquatic biomes. Aquatic deals with water. Terrestrial deals with land, aquatic biomes. Then number 3, we have an interesting biome, which is a microbial biome. Microbial biome deals with microorganisms. Microbial biomes, like for example in guts of humans have a gut microbiome that rests within their gut. And warm-blooded animals, within that gut microbiome, they have E. coli. Bacteria known as Escherichia coli. So that is a microbial biome. Then we have also another interesting biome that can be made by man, that is an anthropogenic biome. So we have those 4 basic classifications of biomes. But in our discussion, as we are going to see, we'll put more emphasis on 2 biomes in these ecology sessions, the terrestrial biome and the aquatic biomes. Now, under the terrestrial biome, we are going to see some of the terrestrial biomes. We have that live terrestrially, and under the terrestrial biome, we'll expect us to cover tropical rainforests, Then we'll also cover the desert biome, the desert under the terrestrial biome. Then we'll also cover the temperate deciduous biome. Then we'll also cover another biome called the savanna, and this one includes the different savanna grasslands. Then we'll also look at another biome called taiga, the taiga terrestrial biome. So expect us to cover these in details: the tropical rainforest, the desert, the temperate deciduous, the savanna, and the taiga as the terrestrial. So we are continuing with our series. Now we are going to look at the tropical rainforest, and remember these ones fall under the terrestrial biome as a category of biomes. So tropical rainforest, we want to know how are the plants adapted to living in this biome? What are the characteristics of this biome? How important is this biome? And we will see also the threats to tropical rainforests as a biome. So this is an interesting biome, and it is very interesting. And this biome, we are going to see where it is located, the rainfall within the biome. So tropical rainforests are located near the equator. So location is near the equator. That is one interesting thing about tropical rainforests, near the equator. So tropical rainforests, the biggest tropical rainforests are found in America, and we can have other tropical rainforests found in Congo. Then Uganda, some little portions of tropical rainforests, of course, because of Congo. So some regions of the world have these tropical rainforests. We are saying they are near the equator, and they are evergreen. Most interestingly, evergreen or semi-deciduous, we can call it semi, and they are semi-deciduous. Near the equator, they are evergreen or semi-deciduous, and if they are evergreen, just know that they are productive all year round. All year round. So that is it basically. They are near the equator, they are evergreen, so they will have that green vegetation that is pleasing to look at. Then they are productive all year round, always productive. Then another important thing we need to know about this biome is something to do with its seasons. So if they have little to no variations in seasons, in the seasons, then also little to no variations in seasons, number one, and little to no variations in temperatures. So they have limited variations in season and limited variations in temperatures. Because if you look at this biome, it will have both the rainy season, it will have rain, and at the same time, a sunny season, together, working hand in hand. So we can have sun in the morning, it rains in the evening, they keep on altering the season. There is always production of water, of rains. Rains are always present, and the sun is always present. That is why we are saying productive all year round, little to no variations in seasons and temperature. Then they are evergreen, and they are located near the equator. That is a little bit of introduction to these biomes. However, we'll dive deep into deep understanding of the biome. So we are saying they have rain, they receive rain, all year round, productive, the sun is there. But now we want to look at some of the abiotic factors, or abiotic components, factors of this biome. And number one thing we look at the nutrients in the biome. Nutrients in the biome, nutrients are very low within this biome. So low nutrients in the biome. Why are they low? We are saying this biome receives water continuously. Now this water leaches the nutrients down the ecosystem. So the biome has very low nutrients within it. Then we look at the precipitation or the rainfall. precipitation. Now the precipitation within this biome is 100 inch per year. So the biome receives some good precipitation. That is a precipitation of 100 inch per year. And we are saying nutrients are low. Now nutrients being low, what do you think about the soils of this biome? Soils are acidic soils in this biome. So the biome has acidic soil because nutrients are being mixed. But this biome has a high concentration of organic matter. Organic matter concentration is high. Why is the organic matter concentration high? If we look at this biome, it has humid conditions, the temperatures are humid. And what I mean by humid conditions, they are caused as a result of two things. We have moisture in the biome, and again in the same biome we have sunlight within the biome. So whenever we have sunlight and moisture within the biome tries to somehow become warm and hot. So these conditions, moisture and the sunlight, favor a process known as decomposition. So in this biome, because of the humid conditions, we have high quantities of organic matter because of the rapid decomposition of this organic matter. So in this biome, we have rapid decomposition of organic matter because the conditions are cool for breaking down of the organic matter. Both warm and moist conditions aid in the process of organic matter breakdown. So we are saying low in nutrients, precipitation is high, 100 inch per year, then soils are acidic, then rapid decomposition within the biome because we have warm and moist conditions coupled together. And then, however, also the biome, in this biome it is interesting because the sunlight coming into this biome, the sunlight that reaches the ground is very low. No sunlight that reaches the ground. In other words, you ask yourself, where does this sunlight go? Where does most of the sunlight go? This biome has what we call a canopy. It's characterized with trees that are high, that are huge and very high, and they form what we call a canopy. So sunlight that reaches the ground within this biome is very low. No sunlight penetrates to the ground. So, in fact, to explain it better, we are going to look at what we call the structure of the tropical rainforests. So I want to give just a brief of this structure. Now the structure, the first thing on the structure, we have what we call the emergent zone of the biome, and this emergent zone is orange. Is orange 50 meters, greater than 50 meters, above 50 meters. The trees will be above 50 meters in height. So it has that emergent zone. Then after the emergent zone, we have what we refer to as the canopy. And the canopy, one interesting thing you need to know about the canopy of tropical rainforests, though, sorry, I forgot to tell you, this is the biome that has, this is the most complex biome, most complex terrestrial biome on planet Earth. On planet Earth, most complex biome on planet Earth, and it is the biome that has highest biodiversity. It is the biome which has the highest biodiversity. So biodiversity is very high in this biome, in that if you get just a few grams of soil and try to sample the soil within this biome, it will contain very many organisms, very many biota, and some of them are not even yet classified or not yet known by scientists. So it's the most complex biome. We are saying we are crediting it for its complexity, and we are saying it has the highest biodiversity in it. So it has a canopy. We're saying in the structure, the emergent layer that is 50 meters high and above, greater than 50 meters high. That is something that is too high. Then we have a canopy, and in this canopy is where we'll find most of the animals, most of those wild animals, most of the monkeys will dwell within the canopy. Now, what else do we have in the structure? We have what we refer to as an under canopy. under canopy. And you're seeing things becoming complicated. On top of the canopy, we are having an under canopy. Just imagine sunlight can't really reach to the bottom to the ground because we have a canopy inhibiting light. Then we have also what we refer to as an under canopy. Then after the under canopy, we have what we refer to as under canopy. Then after the under canopy, down the under canopy we'll have some ferns and other plants that are under the under canopy. Then we'll have the ground, the floor stroke the ground. Then we can have some litter there. So here where I put the ferns, we can call them, we can have also some shrubs in that layer. So we are seeing an emergent layer, we are seeing a canopy, and under canopy, the ferns or the shrubs, the floor or the ground, then the litter. And we are saying most of those wild animals, most of those animals that can dwell within the canopy will be found in this canopy. So we are seeing different zones of this. Just imagine we are having the first canopy, which is the canopy, the rain canopy, a plant with a canopy. Then we are having another one with the under canopy. Then we are having some shrubs down there, shrubs for the ferns. Then finally we are having the ground with litter. So due to the canopy being too much crowded, we'll see that limited sunlight can penetrate to the ground of this biome. So limited sunlight comes to the ground. However, the structure is that interesting, and we have a variety of animals living within this biome. However, there is also something we need to look at, which is also very important. We want to look at some of the characteristics of plants formed within this biome. What are some of the characteristics of plants that are formed within this biome? We've said biome evergreen, plants evergreen, productive all year round, little variations in seasons, temperature, near the equator, all that stuff. We are seeing light coming in as a major player. We are seeing high biodiversity of almost plants and animals. But how are these plants adapted to being within this biome? Number one thing about the plants, they have what we refer to as broad leaves. Broad leaves. And these broad leaves are basically broad leaves, and they are green. Green broad leaves. The green is to provide the chlorophyll. Presence of chlorophyll reveals the presence of chlorophyll for photosynthesis. They are broad to capture sunlight, increased quantities of sunlight. So broad leaves, they are present in these plants. Then so we are seeing our plants broadleaf. Then our plants have, some plants will have what we refer to as drip tips. Drip tips. Drip tips are for releasing excess water, because we are seeing the biome receives a lot of rainfall all year round. And the drip tips will enable plants to release that excess water, such that the leaves don't plug off the plant. Just imagine we have a plant with a leaf, but the leaf is crowded with water inside there. The leaf might plug out. So they have what we refer to as drip tips to release that excess water. So plants within this biome, some of them will have leaves with drip tips. Then the biome has a lot of insects within it, and we know insects are good pollinators. So we find that most of the plants within this biome have flowers, and the flowers have brightly colored petals. Flowers with brightly colored petals, to attract the insect pollinators, of course. The pollinators to attract insect pollinators such that they can carry out pollination within the plants in the biome. Then the plants in this biome, some of them have what we refer to as aerial roots. Then also the plants within the biome, aerial roots are just for taking in the air and the rest of the things. Then the aerial roots present in the plants of this biome. Then some of the plants have what we refer to as buttress roots that anchor them into the soil. Then the plant will have shallow but wide roots. Why are they shallow? Because we said down there the nutrients are are found on the surface, on the upper surface. Then another thing we forgot to talk about here is the topsoil. The topsoil within this biome is very low, is very less than 1 centimeter, more so in the desert type of this biome, type of tropical rainforest biome. So shallow but wide roots within the biome of the plant, of these plants. Then another thing we need to know about the plants in the biome, we are seeing broad-leaved drip tips, flowers brightly colored, we are seeing aerial roots, we are seeing buttress roots, we are seeing the roots being shallow but wide enough to collect a variety of these nutrients. Then another thing you're seeing that the plants are tall and elongated within the biome. So that is it basically. We can talk about the plants within this biome. Another characteristic is that these plants have waxy leaves. So these waxy leaves enable that there is sliding off of water from the leaves. Remember we said that this biome has a lot of precipitation that happens all year round, no specific alteration of seasons. Then some sources will give you a temperature within this biome. They will give you a temperature of 21 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. Others will give you around 28 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. But the biome ranges within this temperature of 21 to 30 degrees Celsius. The biome. Then another characteristic here we need to know about the plants within this biome is that these plants are mostly dicots, mostly dicotyledonous plants within the biome. So that is it with the tropical rainforest.